Hello, hello. So I wanted to come on and show you the basic startup. So this is it. So it's a palette, and look how cute this is. This one holds 4 tiles, and so the 4 tiles, this is your main basic startup, okay? And then you need a brush. Any brush. This one's my favorite. It's the B² brush, but it also comes with the bronzer bundle. And so if you're gonna get the bronzer, which is my favorite product, this actually comes in it and you saves like 10 bucks. If you're only gonna get one brush and you're not ready for the bronzer, there's also the Detail Hack brush and the 3D brush that I know a lot of people recommend. Back to my palette. So this palette has my 4 shades. So when you send me a picture to color match you, I'm going to match you to your 4 colors, really your 3, because your blush is all up to you. This is called a lip and cheek. But these 3 are what you need. I need to see your discoloration. I need to see your undertones. I need to see wrinkles. I need to see it all nice and right there in the picture. I could do it, you could do it. But when I see all that, I can color match you to the colors that are going to help you. So certain colors are better to cover redness. Some are better to color dark circles. And so I will do that when you send me a color match photo. Anyways, let's get back. So I have a main highlight. This color matches my skin closest. Then I have a brightening highlight, and this is what I'm going to use to brighten up my face. I put it in certain areas like paint by paint, and I'll be showing you how to do that in a second. And then this is my contour, and I have olive. So this is sandy, candlelit, and olive, but my colors don't matter for you because you need your colors, and that's my job. And so I'll match you to what you need. And then I also have, this is my lip and cheek, it's pink grapefruit. So I'm gonna do my whole face with just these 4 tiles, this palette, and a brush. So you get all of this for under $100. If you're gonna go to any other place, Ulta, to Sephora, if you go to the mall, to any of the makeup counters, you get 2 products and it'll probably be more than this. This is your entire face, your eyebrows, your lips, your cheeks. You use it to just give your face the most prettiest glow and just seamless, beautiful, like your skin, makeup skin, okay? So I'm gonna do it 2 different ways. And so the first way I'm gonna do it is just with my brush. And so I'll just do one side. And then the other side, I'm gonna show you the dot technique. And it's not gonna matter, it's gonna look the same, okay? So it's up to you. I'm gonna start with my main highlight. I'm gonna get my brush in there. Okay, just dab, dab, dab. Now you don't need a ton of product. This is so much more pigmented than your normal other liquid foundations. You know what? I realize I like to start with my contour first. Oh well, like I said, no right or wrong. So I'm just putting my main shade here, a little bit on my cheek, just because I have some redness and it'll help to color correct it, and right here on my forehead. I'm gonna go back to my contour. That's what I always start with. I don't know why I did that. And you could actually pinch your brush. I'm gonna dab, dab, dab. And it's gonna go, so I have my shadow and the bottom of my cheek. It's gonna go on the bottom of my cheek right above the shadow. And I start from my ear down, and you're gonna stop so that it doesn't come in past the outside corner of your eye, okay? Here's my contour. Make sure you go into your hairline. You don't want it to look like you're wearing a mask. Okay, so after I do the cheek, I'm gonna go at the top of my forehead, down to my temple, like a rainbow, like that. I'm gonna get my jawline, so I can come right here in front of my earlobe. And this, you could lose 10 pounds just like that. Okay, so rub the bottom. And I'm actually gonna use my finger for my nose. So I'm gonna rub it right here in my contour and run it down the line of my nose, up and down. Okay, whatever's left, just rub it right there underneath your bottom of your lip. Okay, So then I would put my main highlight on. Okay, but now I'm gonna go into my Brightener Highlight, which is candlelit for me. For you, it could be any of them. I will let you know. Okay, so tap, tap, tap. The Brightener Highlight goes right here in the T-zone right there. It's all like the front parts of your face. You wanna bring your face so that right here, you're bringing attention to your eyes. You want it right there. Okay, I'm gonna take my finger and run it down the middle of my nose with my brightener. Put a little bit on top of my lip, my Cupid's bow, and on my chin. Oops, sorry, my phone. Okay, right there in the inner of my eye, the outside of my eye, and I'm done. So I have my contour, my main highlight, my Brightener Highlight here and there. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and show you the dot technique. So I'm gonna start with my contour just like I would have or should have. Actually, there's no right or wrong. You could do whatever you want. So I'm just tapping it in there, getting some on my finger, and same thing from the top of your ear, bring it down. You can feel your cheekbone. You're doing it at the bottom. And remember, don't go past this line. If you do, when you put your highlight on, it's so easy to fix. You just put some more of your brightening highlight and you blend it out that way. Okay, so you do dots there. Dots here. Okay. Just gonna take here, run it down my jaw, right here. And now I'm gonna do the other side of my nose. It's actually easier if you have the two like this. Okay, bottom of your nose. Okay. Okay, so that was my contour. Okay, so contour around there, nose, and jawline. I'm gonna go to my main highlight. Goes right there. A little bit here, some discoloration I want to cover up. Right there. Get my Brightener highlight now. There. And there. 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 And just if I didn't put enough there. Okay, so here I had just brushed it on. On this side, I did more of a dot technique, and sometimes you'll see people really emphasize the dots. I actually kind of think like when you're using your finger, if you do like a line, I think it helps to kind of blend it out a little bit better actually. But the great thing about doing the dot technique is these are creams. And so using your finger and your face, the warmth from your body actually warms up the creams so that they're actually gonna blend better. So if you could put them on your face and let them sit for a second, like I said, it's gonna help blend. So I'm gonna go back to the brush that I used on this side to put on my product, and I'm gonna start with my lighter colors. And so I'm actually gonna start. There's different things you could do. You can do a stippling. So I'm actually blending. So I had the lighter color on my chin, and then I had put my main highlight here. And so I'm actually blending those colors together. Going up on the jawline right here where I put my main. I'm just blending these out. You could do small circles. But do you see how I'm not doing my entire face? I'm staying in the area that I put the product. And we also can get like fine lines, or that we have a lot more movement in our nose and our laugh lines here. And so sometimes it's best not to put product right on those spots, but around it. And then when you're blending out, you then can cover them. Okay, let's get up here. Okay, I'm gonna kind of dot, stipple down my nose here. See, if I would just rub this area back and forth, it would completely get rid of the contour that I put on, and that's not the purpose of this makeup. Go with the eye. Get my eyelid there. I just love, though, how much this covers. And like I said, it's not more product. It's just, it's way more pigmented than these older or these other foundations that I've used. So I'm just kind of blending in that product, bringing it up on my eyelid, whatever's on my brush. Doing this lighter colors again first. Okay, now I can get to my contour. So with your contour, you want to blend up. You don't want to drag it down here. You want to blend it up. You can also leave it not as blended because you're going to be putting other product on there. And actually probably maybe blended it a little bit too much. I could probably use a little bit more. But because you're going to be putting other product there, you are going to be blending it more. Don't worry, it'll get blended. Come here, little circles. And like I said, I thought I came down a little bit lower so I can get my basic compact, get a little bit of my main color, just put a little product there, and clean it up. You could even get more and come, and if you want a more, a sharper line, you can get more of your product and just draw that line and gently blend it in. Okay, so right now I have my face on. I have my main highlights, which acts like my foundation. I have my brightening highlight, which is like my concealer, and my contour. Okay. Now I'm gonna go into my lip and cheek. And so like I said, this is my pink grapefruit. If pink's not your color, there are so many different lip and cheeks. I have nude, I have pinks, I have reds, I have more brown tones, peach tones. And so you get what you like. Okay, so I'm just getting a little bit on my brush, stipple that on the tops of my cheeks. I like to go up, it gives me a little bit of a facelift. So I kind of use the tighter end of the brush to put it on, and then I could flip it over to the big fluffy side and big circles and really kind of blend that in. And like I said, I don't have to blend too much. I can even come a little bit on my nose. Okay. Now, there's more. Okay. Going back to my tints, I can go and grab, this is a the multitasker brush. I could take this and I could line it, but let's say you didn't get this brush. And so actually, let me just put some product on my lips so I don't waste it. You could actually just use your finger. And you just kind of rub it on, go a little bit on the bottom there. So kind of overdo your lips just to give you a little bit of the shadow. And maybe the pink is way too bright for you. Putting your contour on your lips is going to change the color. So get a different finger, tap, tap, tap. And you can see that it just mutes it down. It actually makes a whole brand new color. It's really pretty. So this was my contour olive and then pink grapefruit. Really pretty, right? Okay. So that's my face. I could add my eyeshadows, my mascara. I can go in and deepen any of the colors that I want. There's so many different ways that you could do it, and you just do it to whatever matches you. But it's just really pretty. If you want to know of any of the extras, like the bronzer, the illuminator, all of that, that can come down the line when you're ready for it. But for right now, the starter, is perfect. It has your 4 tints, your palette. You get credit for a free palette. This is just the one with 4, but they come in 6s. They come in, I have a double decker. And so when you're ready, you can upgrade to what you want. All right. Thank you. If you have any questions, make sure you ask, message me, but I appreciate it.